All right, here we are, like take 500 or something like that. Okay, so I do this about every other year, where I make a video, an introduction, first vlog, and then I delete it, or I just let it sit in my phone for a long time until I go back and delete it and realize that's not the time of my life for it. It's too vulnerable, lots of different things like that. I feel so strongly I'm supposed to do this. I don't know why, because I would much prefer to stay private. And there are so many people vlogging their homesteading lives. I'm gonna find a spot to sit, because I don't have a whole lot in me these days. I mean, I have a whole lot in me, I just don't have a whole lot of energy in me these days. So I think it's a huge part of the reason I haven't really shared much in the last, I wanted to do this for 6 or 7 years now, is because I haven't known what our life was supposed to look like. And we haven't had a family vision, and really, it's been a lot of just waiting on the Lord and asking Him what's next, asking Him to hold us together and keep us going. But we're here, we're home. And while I may share some things and they might change, I need to be okay with the fact that that's just the way a lot of people's lives are. And sharing that, we don't always have the perfect plan. We think we have an idea of what we're supposed to do, and then it isn't what we thought. We've been working really hard for the last 4 or 5 months on our house plans, on getting everything ready to build it, and then now we've decided to pull the plug for a couple of years and build something really tiny and get ourselves back out of debt, because we were out of debt. And I feel good about where we're at because we have the land we've always dreamed of. I've always dreamed of, literally dreamed this land. I didn't know it existed, but that'll be another story for another day too, because that's just a beautiful part of what has happened here and why we're here. It's just absolutely gorgeous, and the shipping container blocks a little bit of the beautiful view, but we have to find a couple flat spots to put things. Our woods, our mountains, our home currently. It's been there, it's been there for a year, but it's been our home for 3 years now. We're ready to get out of it though. We're ready to have something else to live in, something with a solid foundation. Anyhow, I want to show you guys what we're doing. I'm excited about what we're doing here with our horses. There they are. Hi, ladies. Is it dinner time? Stay. Dogs. Our beautiful mares right there. Our breeding program, what we're planning with that, why we're doing it, and where the passion and love for it has come in. Maybe eventually share our deep struggles with it, because it's not been easy. It's our journey, and I know that there are other people who could be blessed by it, and I'm excited about that. I don't have one specific format that I'm going to be sticking with. I'm not only going to be gardening, I'm not only going to be cooking, and I know that niche markets on YouTube here are probably more beneficial, but that's just, it's taken me a long time to come to realize that I just want to be me, and I want to share what my love is and the things that I enjoy and the things I'm excited for. I'm really excited. I'm not really excited I'm going to be doing a no spin year, but I'm actually really excited to take you guys on the journey. Keep accountability. We're not starting in January like most people are. We are starting in February, which I think gives us a little more time to prepare, especially because we're not completely set up with baby. coming, and yeah, it's exciting. So I have a lot of different things, and the gardens and the horses, and I think I said all of that. Sewing projects, different things that we're gonna do to really enjoy our no spend year, really dig into all of the craft supplies we've got and use them up and learn new skills, because I'm a hobby collector and I tend to buy the things for the hobbies and then I don't do them. And so this year is the year that we are going to be working on that, or working on getting past that bad habit of hobby collecting and not actually learning the skills. So I hope you guys can hear me. I don't know if I'm talking loud enough. I don't have a mic. I don't have any fancy setup. That's been a huge drawback for me for years, and thinking I had to wait to start this until then. And I just have to start. So anyhow, my hardworking husband working on cleaning out the dry lot, and look at that beautiful soil down there now. It's so pretty. My 9-year-old daughter was given a bunch of piles of wood from our neighbor's sawmill, and this is a mess here, but it will get better. And she has been building me garden boxes, and I'm so excited. And this is the first time I'm seeing this one. We're gonna find a little more flat spot for it, but I am so excited that we are gonna actually have gardens this year. All right, so I'm going to show you guys my plan, which is I don't have a plan for my garden except for to fill every possible thing I can with soil and plant it with seeds, because I have lots of seeds that I've been collecting for a long time. I was going to plant this year and then got pregnant and just did not have any energy. And so, yeah, this box is excessive, but I love it because it's my daughter's heart for me, is to have a big garden space. So I think this one's 8 by 8 or something like that. So we'll probably have to do a walking path through it to be able to plant it. And I'll probably just do rows of something in here instead of making it sectioned off at all. I think in just the few minutes I was filming, we stacked a couple boxes to see how that would work, and I do think that deeper boxes just make more sense right now. So we're gonna do those. So because she was given all this wood and she's doing all the work, she's getting paid $10 a box. And oh yeah, it's a blessing. It really is, because it's one more thing that we don't have to do right now ourselves. This one is really low. I think we're gonna try and see how we can do with just a small, I think this one's maybe 5 inches tall. If that. We'll have to flatten it out and get it all cleaned out and then put dirt in there. And I think we're gonna see if we can do lettuces in there. This one I think I'm going to try filling in along the side instead of moving it or flattening out a spot. We're just gonna try to fill this side in, put rocks under it so it's sturdy, and then do logs on the inside. I'm going super basic right now with what we've got. The goal is to, one of the many goals is to rent a wood chipper and get shavings, because we have so many trees that are down in our woods. And we've got about 25-30 acres of woods. And this here we'll be clearing back quite a ways because there's a lot of dead trees in here. And it will just give us that much more sunlight for the garden. There's not a lot of flat spaces, and what flat spaces we have belong to these spoiled mares. They're not that spoiled, but we would love to give them more than what we've even got for them. But what we have is for them. That's why we moved here, was to start this program. And the homesteading and gardening and all of that is added bonus. So we're super excited about that. But this was the old chicken coop. It didn't work. We had a tarp over the top. It worked okay, and we might have to use it as a temporary chicken coop. We really want to build something more solid and warm. It is a movable structure. But when we built it, it was on flat ground, and so it was easier to move. But it did not work well here. The animals could still dig under it. So whatever we build is going to have a more solid floor. But at this point, I'll go close towards it. So this whole hill is very, very rocky. There's a lot of work to be done to clear it out and to turn this into a hill of gardens. It's hard to tell the slope, but it's fairly steep. I might be able to get a better angle from the bottom. But we're in the valley, so we've got some decent soil in places, but not everywhere. But here, so this chicken coop, we're gonna try to build like a 4-foot wall underneath it with logs. It's currently being used as a kennel when we're gone, so the dogs don't have to be stuffed inside or stuck inside. It's better when it has a roof, but we only leave them out if it's going to be really nice out and not too hot. But we're going to be cutting off the eaves. We'll put it up on a wall. We'll cut off the eaves, and then we'll add greenhouse material. And I was going to take all of the wiring down, but I think we're going to leave it to keep, to make it so that if we have panels we want to take off, we don't have anything getting in there. All right, so I'm trying to learn to balance the videography, the vlogging, with showing you and showing my face, taking from what I enjoy watching and going from there. We're still on a compost system here. We don't have a septic yet, so a toilet compost, so that's partly why we have to have extra stuff around. Look forward to the day that I can flush a toilet again. A lot of people want to be off grid, and I really thought it sounded magical. I'm so done after a year. I am so ready to be more on grid. I'm okay with not being, I mean, we're self-sufficient enough to know that we can do it if we had to, which we are doing it. And I think that that's important to do, is to know that you're capable if there ever came a time where you needed to do stuff without the grid system. But as long as we're able to, I'm looking forward to living in the 21st century. Almost completely. Not completely, but almost completely. You know, the good old going back to our roots type of system in life. Yeah, I have so many stories I'm excited to share, and I guess I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. If it's short and sweet at this point, I don't know how many little clips I've taken, and we'll put it all together and find out. Got so many cool places to take you here too, so it's exciting. All right, welcome to the vlog. I'm not even sure what it's named at this point. It's the name of our ranch right now, but I'm not sure we're gonna keep it that or go back to what it used to be. So glad you're here. Thanks for joining. What'd you say, Cadence?
I said camping popcorn doesn't need any butter.
That's right.